Time to rely for your picks for today's action. So make sure you like, subscribe, and of course set those notifications. We want you guys live with us, get the plays in real time, get the best numbers, and also, of course, participate in our chats. A shout out there to TDC LLC. Shout out to you in there as well. And of course, we'd like to get this one underway. Before we do, mind you of a few things that you know about our site, TonySpace.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers. Of course, get signed up to some of our long-term passes. You'll see our top producers here for the year, like Ramon Scott, over 6,000 units of profit. Now, Mr. 6,000, as he's putting up some amazing numbers here for 2023. Hollywood Sam for fantastic numbers as well. Mindy, Ralph Raymond, Nick as well, showing positive results here for the year. Of course, of late here, we can see Ramon still doing it, man. Last 7 days, 30 days this year has been on fire. Probably coming in with a strong performance. You'll find our latest premium picks here, center of the page, as well as best bets and our promotional $15 pick that each capper can designate to introduce their service. And multi-packs offer great value, so go ahead and get signed up if you would. Scroll a little bit further, and you will find here our pick ticker. If you prefer, you may purchase the plays a la carte from our pick ticker, and there you will see team versus team information. And of course, you can save 20% off all our premium pick packages. We use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access our page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys, so go ahead and post your picks in the comments below. All right, let's get underway here with Game Day Picks. With us today, we've got Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. So let's get underway here with Game Day Picks. We'll go ahead and welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll catch her over at Tony'sPicks.com, where she's putting up some fantastic numbers that we just put up for you right now. We'll bring in Mindy right now. I think we're ready to roll here. Mindy Hahn, Mindy, what's going on?
Not too much, Tony. Just enjoying this day baseball again.
Yeah, day baseball again. Of course, I wish they'd give us one every day, but we'll take one at a time. It's fine. It's fine. We'll have enough.
Who do I need to talk to?
That's right. Who we need to talk to, indeed, to find that out. We need to get more and more games up there. But anyway, we're speaking of that game. We do have a game in progress right now. We're following this Twins and White Sox game. You know, we got the AL Central going head-to-head, and we'll give you a quick update here on this one. We got top of the fourth here. Twins 1-0 on the White Sox. We'll see who you're on tonight. If you guys want what you think here, the rest of the game, we'll be following that here during the show. All right, let's get to the game right now that Mindy is looking at tonight. Brewers and the D-backs here. The D-backs, impressive showing there against Dodgers. Brewers looking good as well. Diamondbacks here laying 138 and the total of 9.
Yeah, so we're looking at this Brewers team right now. That is the second best money makers in the MLB this year at 435 plus 435. They are 5-1 as a favorite thus far, 2-1 as an underdog. This Brewers bullpen has been totally lights out with a .84 ERA. They have Wade Miley on the mound here tonight. He's playing against his former team, the Diamondbacks. He is 1-0 with a 2.45 ERA versus his team. Also has that 25% K rate. He only has a .265 batting average here versus this Arizona Diamondbacks team as well. Now, since we talked about, the Brewers being the second best money-making team, now guess who the first one is? Of course, Tony, it's the Diamondbacks, right? Mostly with how they've beaten up on the Dodgers here. This season, they're plus 5.57. Been underdogs in all of their games. Their bullpen, of course, isn't quite as good. They give up, about average 4.5 runs there with that team ERA. But they actually have a pretty good pitcher here on the mound today, Zach Gallen. He didn't have a great first start, don't get me wrong, but he does have a 22.5% K rate here, .243 batting average versus this Brewers team here as well, and a .346 slugging percentage. So again, he's a guy that doesn't give up a lot of those long balls or extra base hits. I kind of like the Diamondbacks starting pitching. I think I would give them the lean here in this one, but I do like this Brewers bullpen. So for me, though, I'm going to look at the total. I'm going to go under the 9 runs here tonight that's on the board. Taking the under here.
All right, Minnie says go under total here of 9 runs here, Brewers and the Diamondbacks. Of course, Miley looks like Gallen on the mound. Gallen has to get it together. We know the strikeouts are good, but in this new age of baseball where they shift and whatnot, if they make contact with you, that's what you got to really keep an eye on, is where these balls finding holes here. And of course, so actually we put up the Twins score right now, as we did see now 4-1 as a home run here. Maeda's been coughing it up here. 4-1 now as a score with this game. But getting back here to this one, Mindy. Gallen is someone who can strike out, but has this issue. Of course, Miley getting the start, I believe, was the announced starter here for this Twins team. At last check, I believe he was still up there, right, Miley? I think we've got Miley in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Miley is still there. Yeah, I was wondering in that start there, but yeah, Gallen's got to those balls when they're on the ground, they got to get to defenders, right?
Well, I mean, that's a lot of what it's been before is, Gallen's been really good, but he hasn't been able to get the run support. At times, that's kind of been a lot of the problems. Like I said, he is one that pitches to ground ball contact. He doesn't have a lot of extra base hits against him, and that's kind of been the bread and butter here for this Brewers team, right? They've been hitting a lot of those extra base hits, getting folks on, that's been on, getting folks around after walks and things like that, taking advantage of the spots. So I think here, the way the Diamondbacks have been playing, plus also, they've been playing a little bit tougher competition. I think the Dodgers might be a little bit better than the Cardinals here, this season, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and I think this is going to be a really good one. I think it's going to be quite a battle here on the mound with these two starting pitchers here today. But again, like I said, I kind of give the edge to the starting pitching, the edge to the Brewers bullpen. I think the Brewers probably going to get out of this one with a win here tonight, but I think it's going to be a battle. So definitely think it's going to be under the 9.
All right, Mindy here. Brewers, Diamondbacks, under total of 9 runs. This one will have a start time, 9:40 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpicks.com for today's action. Of course, Mindy putting up some impressive numbers that we showed earlier. 1,335 units of profit for 2023. That is all documented over at TonySpicks.com. So tonight, Mindy, we have plenty of baseball today. We've got a lot of hockey on the board. NBA returns tomorrow. What do you have going on over at TonySpicks?
Yeah, I have a 3-pack in the NHL today, so you can go ahead and pick that one up. Put it up there for about $25. So you can definitely get that one if you were still interested in the NHL. I know lots of folks are. We always have quite a few people that stay for our whole show, so they get to hockey last and they're still there plugging away with us. And then also pretty heavy here in Major League Baseball tonight. I got a 7-pack for you, so you can definitely be in action with me throughout the whole evening. It's going to be a fun one. Can't wait. But again, instead of buying these, for $25, $35, $45, you might as well go ahead and spring for a little bit more and get yourself 3 days. You're going to get the bigger bang for your buck there. And then also take a look at something a little bit longer term. We're getting closer to the WNBA season. That's coming up here in May. So you can go ahead and, get on some of that WNBA action as well. So think about perhaps getting a month-long pass and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Don't want to miss it.
That's right. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save that pretty good savings there, 20% off her purchase of your purchase there. So go ahead and get on board here, guys. And of course, Mindy, right now you can access Mindy's page. Just click the link you see there in the description, and you'll land right on Mindy's page. And you'll be able to get signed up with her passes for today. And of course, on the board, as Mindy mentioned, she does have a guaranteed NHL 3-pack and 7-pack from baseball. We have a big card here from baseball. 14 games scheduled. We do have one already in progress, so that leaves us with 13 games. But instead of buying all these plays individually, you may opt for that 7-day pass to get all of Mindy's premium plays there for 7 days. Include all of her baseball or hockey for 7 days. And of course, remember, we're going to start the NBA play-on rounds. The play-on rounds are also covering that 7-day pass, as well as those playoff games on Saturday and Sunday. 4 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday. Remember, it's like once we get through this play-in round, it's like it normally is. We have those multiple playoff games here as well. So 8 playoff games scheduled here for the weekend, and all your play-in rounds coming up as well. 7-day pass is the way to roll. And remember, don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save that 20% off. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy with more content there. And of course, catch you on the morning steam. And of course, they'll find you as well over on the Discord.
That's right. I just got my play in on my Twitter account. So you can go ahead and check that out at Tony's Picks Mindy. It's in the MLB. So might as well check that out right now. And then also we are off tomorrow. We're going to enjoy the day off, and then we'll be back on Wednesday. We'll get you all of the pro sports that are in the lineup that day. And so far, it's been a lot of fun. We enjoy all the content. We get new and more new folks every day. So we really appreciate all you guys out there that are our religious followers that really go ahead and, have been there all the way through with us. We really appreciate all that. And then also, you can catch us in the Discord, right, for even more content there. You can get everything that we don't cover on the show, basically. So you can get in on all the prop plays. You can get in on same game parlays. You can get in on just a whole bunch of fun stuff. And then also maybe a little bit more consensus also. I think that's kind of what the chat has been doing thus far, getting a lot of like minds together, getting in there, getting their plays, and being pretty successful. I mean, we even had folks yesterday that said they, hit all 13 of their plays yesterday. So pretty good stuff. We're enjoying it. Make sure you come in and find us on Wednesday through Monday, 8 a.m. Central. So make sure you get there.
That's right, guys. Follow Mindy right there over at Tony's Picks. Mindy is where you'll find her over on her Twitter, on the Twitter account we set for her, and of course the Discord that we just signed into. We got to sign into it every time on the show. That's why you hear the keyboards clicking, all these things. Got to remember before the show. But anyway, let's see if we can get this thing to load here. I think we will. Usually the refresh takes care of it. There we go. So if you follow the link there in the chat, you'll get to the Discord. A lot of content there from all from the community, right? We only really broadcast this here within the live show community, and as you can see there, lots of content. Also, there's a free play from one of the contributors there for Jimmy Butler here. Looking for Jimmy Butler. Well, again, it's the playoffs, right? So you expect some of these players, like I think the Heat could be just a team that's could wake up here. So if you look at some of their home numbers post All-Star break, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how the shooting looks when you look at their home performance. So that's a team to keep an eye on. Of course, he's like I don't know who this contributor was, but anyway, you got to see that. You see this is the type of content you get here over on the Discord. A lot of folks' tickets up there. Hope we get, like Ramon says, we love to see them before the game. Help the community out there. But you can see many put out there, including the Scotch Lock is up there. So we get a lot of great content up there, guys. So check it out there over on the Discord. And of course, you can pay a visit to Mindy at Tony6Mindy for even more content from Mindy. And don't forget the Morning Steam on our YouTube channel. And you guys will check out there the complete rundown of all the games today, all the professional games, no colleges now. So every pro game now covered there, NHL as well as baseball. So lots of content there. Also, if you prefer on the podcast, you can also find us at Tony's Picks on the podcast. And we also group all the sports together, every NBA pick, every NHL pick, every MLB pick in one video and in one full podcast. So you guys can check it out there, a little bit more convenient. So, all right, Mindy, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. Enjoy your day off, and we'll catch up with you again from the Morning Scene. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications. Be live with us. Get the plays in real time. Get the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. We'll go ahead and bring in Ramon Scott. You'll catch him over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see him over right now. It's just been on absolute fire, sitting at 6,000 units of profit here, or well over 6,000 units of profit for the year. We'll bring in Ramon. I think we're ready to roll here. Ramon Scott, here we go. Ramon, what's happening?
I did cash a ticket also on John Rahm, but I didn't tell anybody except Mindy. But that's all that matters. You can believe me or not.
There you go. That's all that matters. That seems the way it rolls. Ramon likes to tell everyone before he always tells you guys, get those picks in before so we can see what we can see them.
Nobody but Mindy.
Nobody but Mindy. Ron Rahm. Nobody but Mindy knew that. All right, here we go. Off to the ice. Looks like the Kings are going to be sitting at that 3 seat the way things are rolling for them. But anyway, Kings here to host the Canucks. The Kings big favorites here, total 6.5.
What happened, Tony? Bummer, Kings. Most crucial time of the year. El Foldo. A couple of key injuries come up at the wrong time, messing up with the Kings' scoring depth. With Velarde going out and Fila going out as well. Man, that was a bummer. Fialo, man, that sucks. So they're in a goal-scoring drought at other depth positions as well. Kempe and Kopitar are still doing it. but they're just not getting enough scoring depth right now. And the Kings lost in a shootout versus Calgary at home. They're on a losing streak right now at the end of the season. So got to turn around tonight as a big favorite here against Vancouver. And I think Vancouver might be able to come in and play a little bit more spoiler. They just gave Calgary a tough time when they beat them 2 nights ago. It was Calgary. Tony, I got that backwards here. Going up, and sorry about that. It was Calgary, of course, that lost at home in a shootout to Vancouver. LA lost at home to Colorado 4-3 2 nights ago on that big NHL card. Forgive me, all those games that day. But I'm going kind of against some of the good handicappers tonight, looking at the under in this game. I'm going to go over because really these two teams, I mean, they're dead unders in this series, no doubt about it. But Vancouver on the road, they do trend over big time this season. 27-11 to the over, 33-15 to the over the last 2 seasons in a run here. They've also gone over 6.5 goals in 48 of the last 79 games. So I don't know. I think Daly is going to be in goal, so it's not going to be Demko. First of 3 games on the road to close out the season. Kings, Kempe, Kopitar. Look, it could be a little bit scrappy. Maybe Arvidsson and Iafallo, maybe the power plays can get going. But Vancouver, they're decent on the power play, certainly with Pedersen, Miller, and Bozier. So. Vancouver still got a defense, allows 3.63 goals per game. They've been a little bit better of late, but I'm going to go over in this one. The public's flying over in this game, Tony. Despite this season series, which is a dead under, 7 in a row, all 3 this season. So I think the public's ignoring that, and so am I. The Cappers are kind of saying, hey, this is a dead under series, but Kings, they've lost 5 of 7 now at the worst possible time. So I've got a pretty sloppy game. Maybe Kings win this one. Maybe they get upset. I figure it's got to get to 4-3 in this one. Korpisalo maybe for the Kings tonight. So you might call him the number 2. Let's just be fair right now still. I mean, you're not going to surpass the man. So I'm going to go tonight with the over tonight, Vancouver and LA. Vancouver, hey, look, they're in position, certainly. The Kings now scrapping with their streak. They were battling for the lead, Tony. Now they're 3rd in the division, 6th in the conference. They've fallen apart here, unfortunately.
Yep, Kings out. Canucks Kings out here over 6.5 from Ramon. Yeah, this is a King team that that fell apart, as you said here. But of course, you look at Vancouver. They have trended over here of late, and of course, if you just look at the numbers here for over the season here, it has been an over team. Although recently it's been under, but when you look over the course of the season, it has been over. And of course, with this coaching change, what have you seen with this Canucks?
Well, they actually have played a little bit better defense, but I just think the game itself lends. Look, division games in general maybe are a little bit to the under, and this series dead under. I can't necessarily point to it on that, but I just don't think there's enough. They're a 500 team basically, and you're going into maybe the Kings are desperate. I mean, yes, I think so. They want to get some wins here. They're a big favorite tonight, but I don't think they're playing solid enough right now. So for Vancouver. Look, I think it's been promising, especially this little stretch down the road. Maybe they've done it with defense, but, their situation, like I said, is settled. So I just have them play a little looser tonight. Maybe they can come up with an upset. Even Mindy and I went with them on the puck line on the show this morning. So we did show a little faith in Vancouver here, mostly based on this Kings slump a little bit. Maybe it's been because of lack of offense. Like I said, with Fialo and Velarde, you're missing some goals there with those guys out of the line. Fialo's actually moved up to questionable, but Velarde's definitely out tonight. And then you just have a goal-scoring drought with some of these second liners. So I also expect maybe a power play each tonight and getting to 4-3. You see it there on screen, 7 over now at some books. So I'm really not even getting a great price anymore. I'm sorry about that when I sent it into you, but pretty sharp line there. Oops, sorry about that, Tony.
Yeah. There it's a 6.5. Of course, there are some. We've seen some movement here in this game, but over 6.5 for Ramon. Canucks Kings over 6.5.
Okay, you were flashing the schedule, Tony. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
We're going through the schedule, and I looked, and I said, "What the 6.5?" Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, 6.5 here, and this one will have a start time here of 10:30 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at TonySpicks.com for today's action. Of course, Ramon has been on absolute fire here as we'll put up the Ramon's numbers here. You'll see here, impressive here, 6,072 units of profit for 2023. That's all documented over at TonySpicks.com, so you can verify that by going to Ramon's handicapper page. And of course, you'll verify that tonight. Okay, we've got 13 more left from Major League Baseball. We've got NHL, a pretty nice card. Tomorrow we begin the NBA playing round. What do you have going on over at Tony Spicks?
Hey, bring back the NBA, man. 3-0 yesterday. I knew what I was doing on the crazy final night of the season, but being in play in action now. So, Tony, tonight, NHL. We've done a lot of damage this season already. Got a 3-pack with for $30 over at TonySpicks.com. I've been rolling with the NHL, so grab this 3-pack. Why not? 12-2 overall over the weekend, over the 2 days. So just a pretty good run in general, all the sports. And in Major League Baseball tonight, passing out a 5-pack for $30. So why not? Let's get involved. Let's get you rolling. Want to get some plays going on a Monday night? Grab my 5-pack for $30 for the baseball card tonight. We know it's a pretty big card, and I've got 5 spots. Mindy and I went crazy in the morning show with a lot of agreements, and sometimes that even limits my premiums on a high volume guy. Nothing again. We want to give out some great plays on the show, but as it happened, I've got several other plays I'm ready to go with as premiums today, so no problem there. Combined myself and our morning steam team yesterday, Tony. That'd be a pretty good day if you put the 2 records together. So pretty much smashing it. Not going to be too boastful about it, but the record is there. Got it back up that was my goal for the weekend, to be honest, was to get back up to 6,000. So those spots were tricky, and can't wait though for the play-ins. I think these will be some solid information. Minnesota Timberwolves falling apart at the seams right now, and the Lakers are still going to be favored by 7 points. Who knows what's going to happen? But great storyline certainly as we get started with the play-in games. Hey, take a look at this one. Mindy and I are involved. Well, be honest with you, we were in the under on Team Steam. It was Enzer Alberto, Tony, 3-run shot in that inning off of Kenta after he gave up a couple of hits with 1 out, and the White Sox took a 4-2 lead, and the Twins have come back with a run here, answering there. So it's going to get dicey if the Twins stay in this game. I mean, obviously it was a closely rated game coming in, and White Sox grabbed the lead there off Maeda, and Dylan Cease's been pretty good so far. Gave a couple runs here. So anyways, Tony, pick up those 2 passes, or why not 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. This is where you need to be if you want to get averaging realistic 8, 10, 12 plays a day, depending on the volume of the card. Get you all the other leagues as well, including the NBA playoffs. And UFC rolled a 3-0, including the main event with favorite Adesanya, but took a little bit of heat, but ended up putting him down for sure with a stunning knockout that even had Joey B going crazy at the event, and Mr. Donald Trump as well. So 3-0 anyways, Tony, on the UFC card. It was an exciting card in Miami. So just rolling with a good record right now. 2 packages tonight. Probably not have anything else set to go. And our morning steam team had package as well with plays from our show. But of course, you can always check out the show and get those winners. We're coming off an 8-4 day, I want to say, on Sunday. So pretty good. If you add that up with my record, that would have been 13-5, and that'll get it done all year long.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. Flash the record up again, 6,072 units of profit. That's all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. It's been on fire here. Take a look at what Ramon's off with today on the site. He's got, as he mentioned here, his 5-pack Major League Baseball, a 3-pack from MLB. Big cards tonight, so get on board. And, of course, instead of buying these plays individually, you may opt for the long-term pass. You want to try them out for 7 days. That 7-day pass will get you the coverage of baseball and hockey. And, of course, don't forget, a lot of the NBA, the entire playing round, as well as the Game 1 of the NBA playoffs. So get the game 1 of the first round, right? Your 4 games on Saturday, your 4 games on Sunday are covered in that 7 days, as well as all the play-in rounds. So really good value there when you get on board with Ramon. Of course, you can save that 20% off right now when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see there in the description and click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Ramon's page. So go ahead and get signed up into that 7-day pass. Good introductory plan, because you get 7 days, you get a lot of coverage there. Or when you're ready, you can also, or you want to do it now, the 1 month pass is up there, get you a lot of coverage here from that first and into the second round NBA playoffs. All right, Ramon, we put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon, with more content up there, as well as find you in the Discord. Another day in the books for the morning steam.
Yeah, we'll deal a play on Twitter here in just a little while. We'll try to find a good one for you. Probably come at you. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to look something off the board. I always like to get something off the board a little bit, or something that we don't cover at Tony's Picks, but probably just stick with these nice cards today as we wrap up NHL and get closer to the postseason. Also, we'll be back with more Morning Steam on Wednesday. Tuesday's our dark day. We'll have a show Wednesday through Monday, 9 a.m., 8 Central, 6 Pacific, 6 days a week, Mindy and I, and the chat. Some of the people you see here in our chat room, giving out picks, trends, stats, Steam, all that, to try to pick some winners. And, of course, in the Discord, we'll be in there as well. Took a little holiday hiatus on my video editions right now, but we'll be back with that coverage tomorrow on our dark day. I'll produce some content, give you some more free plays out there. Gonna have to find a way to get some more plays out there, along with Tony's videos and whatnot here on the channel. So looking forward to these NBA games, Tony. I think we're all getting a little frustrated there. I wasn't, but I could read our followers, the fans in general. I think that was the theme, and I bought into it a little bit, but I buckled down and found some winners. I think everybody knows. Tony, was your advice actually last Wednesday, or I think it was, or Thursday, when you said, I think we're going to see overs towards the ends, and that was proven in the record. It was actually a little bit closer than I thought it would be after I heeded and analyzed what you were saying, and what I concluded in that was that what's happening here is when you get a bunch of younger players, younger talent, or unproven talent. The reason why players are out there, even the ones that are poor defensively in the NBA, are good defensive players when it comes to playing in the NBA, right? They might not look that good against superior offensive players, but you put a bunch of guys on the court that aren't in the league or in starting lineups or even in reserve roles because they have no defense, and now all of a sudden they're thrust in the starting lineup. You just have a lot of guys blowing by each other, follow-up rebounds for dunks, things like that. That's what we saw. Yeah, some of the games on Sunday got a little, golf coursey, if you will, at the end, but there were still some big numbers rolled, and we were able to zero in on the right ones, at least on our show and on my premiums. So the ones I gave out individually were the ones that didn't feel that great, but ended up a little bit short. So you were right about that, but probably get back to the defenses. I'm thinking, quite honestly, Tony, as we get rolling in the even in the play-in possibly, and Minnesota's getting. Man, they're all messed up.
Yeah, I think without Gobert, maybe they'll get fixed. That's the case there. I don't think Gobert is a good fit there, so we'll see how that rolls. And of course, the one game the NBA last night, the one game I would have made premium. You guys, if you watched my videos, you know how strong I was with Golden State last night, yesterday. That would have been the one. I felt that was a playoff game for Golden State. They were going to address it as a playoff game. You got a glimpse of what Golden State is going to look like in the postseason with their game against Portland, and that did not. That was the one that
did, right. Yeah, they already have already kind of made the same proclamation. Even though we're I'm more skeptical. I think everyone still was skeptical prior to last season. Once you get a look at it again. You're going to play a little bit shorter on your roster and everything. And it's proven that Golden State first 5, good as any team in the NBA, really. But and once you get down to it, you got to play a little bit of more depth. But you do shorten it up a little bit too in the playoffs. They're relatively healthy right now. Clay's finally back to pretty strong strength after. I'm talking about his long-term ailments and everything like that. Again, I think we're all ragging on their chemistry a little bit, that maybe that's why they've gone through the ups and downs, and maybe it'll be even a bigger challenge. Of course, it'll be a bigger challenge right now, considering what's in front of them, especially with the Nuggets and the revamped Suns, certainly, and who knows about the Pelicans. And looks like actually a big line there for the Lakers. Tony 7. I don't care if the Timberwolves are going out there with boxing gloves. I don't know. It's Lakers to cover a number here against that team. Still, looking forward to getting those started. Let's get rolling. Get the package from me. The 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. I haven't turned it into an NBA postseason pass right now. If you want to get on that, get all just the NBA postseason. Dialed up a package there on the site, actually.
Yeah, there's a postseason pass there, guys. So get on board that. You can use the promo code TONY at checkout, and that's a significant saving, about $70 off that pass, and you get the NBA for the next 2 months, right? By June 10th, we'll already be in the finals, and maybe Game 4, Game 5 of the finals. So you get a little bit more than 2 months left in NBA here with that NBA postseason premium pass for Ramon. So good time to get on board with that promo code and use that and go ahead and save some money. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Now, of course, tomorrow is a little different, right? There's no morning steam, and what we've been doing here on Tuesdays with Ramon is we've been going through a rundown. So we'll do an MLB rundown and an NBA rundown tomorrow with Ramon, and we'll do that. And of course, we'll do that in the NHL when we get into the postseason. But so tomorrow we'll have a rundown with Ramon like we did last Tuesday. So Ramon will be ready for that.
Let me get my notes.
Get your notes ready, Ramon. Yeah, Ramon
you got it. Do a better job too than this.
No, I thought last week was fine. That was great last week.
Today's hockey game. I kind of, I'm rooting with my heart. I'm just disappointed about what's going on with the Kings, and I hope it's not. Hope those guys get back, and I think that's what they need. I think they'll be fine, but.
On Tuesdays we'll do the post with NHL. We'll do postseason rundown, but we'll do postseason here in NBA, and then we'll get a rundown from Ramon, like morning steam style, but my style. I'll be the guy in the chair moving the show through. We won't keep it 2 hours on it though. I'll get.
I'm not waving a magic wand or anything. I'm a market reader a lot of times too. I'm giving you a lot of talking points. Believe me, I have trends written. I mean, my sheets are covered with. I'm a little bit old school writing trends and making sure I got all my numbers in a row and everything. Not those big fancy printouts like Mindy was showing on the screen today. But, reading the market does have a lot to do with it. I think anybody can go down and look at the list of my plays. That's another thing, Tony. One more thing I want to add. So if you get the long term, you're reducing. Look, if you get a package, you got to play a little heavier on one day. If you're getting a 5-game package for $30 and you're paying $6 a game, you're going to step up your unit size. Make sure you cover that cost. I got to hit like 56% rate at $1.10, to cover big costs like that. That's why you get the 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. You reduce that cost just a couple of bucks a pick, and then you can reduce the amount, go with that high volume and everything. But one thing that you will get, Tony, promise you folks, my little 4-paragraph write-up every single game. And you know what? If you can't afford the next month or it's not your cup of tea, you will start to see patterns on types of plays that I make, Tony. You can also look in my past performance and kind of see, sure, there might be times where I don't go always over 5.5 or under 7, but there are just little things you see, run line, puck line picks and things like that you can get a feel for the way I handicap. So a 30-day not just gives you the winners that you see on those leaderboards, but you get insight more into my thinking on plays, because you'll see where I've hit an underdog here or there or whatever, or coming in with a favorite and things like that in certain roles. I think it is determinable because of the amount of volume that I deal.
That's right, guys. So check it out, Ramon there over at Tony's Picks. Use the promo code TONY at checkout to save 20% off. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you show. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us, get the plays in real time to get the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. It'll be time for my play here. Let's get my play up for you right now. We're going to Major League Baseball here, and let's roll up here. We've got the full odds here. Let's see where we're at here. Tony, where I'm at. Here we go. Going Nationals and Angels tonight at 9:38 Eastern Time. We got the Angels big favorites here, a total of 225, and I'm going to be on the underdog Nationals here. Plus 224, 225. Do your shopping, get the best numbers. And I've been nobody's been more of a fader of Corbin than me. I've been on him for a couple of years now, but he's only a starting pitcher, right? So at the very most, he'll go 3 or 4 innings, and then we get the bullpens. Well, Suarez is the starter here for the Angels, and the Angels have had their issues, right? We've seen them in that Toronto series, and even Suarez in his mount appearances this year. He opened at Seattle, gave up 6 earned runs, 2 homers, and 4 1/3 innings. And one thing to note here with this Nationals team, even with the Angels, Nationals are hitting left-handers pretty well. So again, this, of course, if you saw my video, I was my video pick there was over, but. And now that I think about it, I've not thought about it for some time, but the more I'm thinking about this game, I'm thinking that the big plus here is great value here, because you've seen the state of the Angels bullpen has not been too good. And at least you're getting some production offensively with this Nationals team against their left-handed pitching. So we'll go, and of course the state of the Angels bullpen, we'll look here at the Nationals here at this big plus price of plus 224 here against the Angels. And of course this one will have a start time here of 9:38 Eastern time over on the MLB Major League Package. All right, guys, check out TonySfix.com right now. 4 premium plays on the board for you today. Best bet here from baseball, and 3 more in baseball as well. So 4 premiums on the board as well. I have put them together in a 3-pack. And then I have my standalone $15 premium play up there for you right now. So go ahead and get signed up and use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. Even on my long-term pass, because I do have a 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass to get all my premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase, and of course, when you do that, you can access my page. Click the link in the description, and you'll land on my page. And there you'll be able to go ahead and get on board with my plays for today, my best bet, or my 3-pass, or the long-term passes, 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Get all my premium plays here from NBA and MLB for that period of time you select when you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. And let's get a little scoreboard update for you right now. Still playing here. We're bottom of the 5th here. It is still the White Sox up on the Twins 4-2. This one C still in there for the Twins with 1 out already here in the 5th inning here, as we've got the White Sox are trying to play catch up. I'm sorry, Twins trying to play catch up as Cease on the mound here for the White Sox with 2 outs and one runner on first right now here for this Twins team, looking to try to tie the game or even get ahead here on this Twins team. All right, let's continue here on the board here. White Sox did close at a minus 137. The total did close at 7 in that game. All right, let's continue on here with Game Day Picks. Let's get down to the recap of the plays for today. All right, Mindy started us here with Brewers, Diamondbacks under 9. Ramon, Canucks, Kings over 6.5, and I'll be on the Nationals plus 224 here against the Angels. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of Game Day Picks, guys. Make sure you're back here tomorrow live at 3 Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here over at Tony's Picks. We'll get with the plays for you here in Prime for the games on a Tuesday. And don't forget to, as we said, like, subscribe, set notifications, and pay a visit to our Discord where the conversation continues when we go off the air. Lots of great conversations there with our cappers, and of course the community here at TonySpicks.com, as they contribute greatly here on the Discord with picks, with player props, parlays, you name it. It's really loaded right now over on our Discord, so I invite everyone to go check it out and follow. There's a link to our Discord over on in the live chat, so click that link there and get over there and sign up, and of course take part with some of the free picks up there. You see there with a free play here from Jimmy Butler over 227.5 there from Jimmy Butler here for tomorrow's game here in his game against Atlanta, and of course much more content there from all the community there, as you see over at TonySpicks.com. So pay a visit there to our Discord. All right, that's going to do it here for our show, guys. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from today. Goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow here on Game Day Picks.